Hey everybody, how's it going? Thanks for watching Manny Scale Modeling. Hope everybody's getting some modeling done. Everybody's doing good. This is just a quick video. Well, I'm going to try to do it quick on how I clean my airbrushes and do a breakdown after a certain amount of time. So we're going to use the Ghad D39 first. We're going to spray some white and we're going to spray this pointer that I got from Red. Thanks, Red. And I wanted that white. Then we're going to use the Ghad D68, spray a little white on a scrap body, and get it dirty. And we're going to clean them. We're going to clean them after I paint, and then we'll come back to the bench and we'll do a breakdown. And I'll show you where I put lube on them and all that kind of stuff. Everybody does it different, and this is just my way. So a couple things you're going to need is some thinner, pipette, maybe a pair of tweezers. This thing here is good for cleaning out the nozzles, and you can see it's like angled. I don't know if you can see that right there. It's angled in there. It goes in the nozzles real nice. These you can get on Amazon, or if you buy a cleaning pot, just look for one that comes with this and some brushes or whatever, but I did forget to put the brushes out. A couple Q-tips, and I like using these ones, but you can use regular cotton swabs too. And of course the Gaahleri lube, a couple paper towels for over here, and that's about it. So let's get over to the paste spray booth and start getting some test painting here done real quick, and then we'll come back to the bench and we'll break the Ghad D39 down first, and then we'll take a pause or whatever break, and then we'll do the Ghad D68. And as I'm taking them apart, after they're clean, I'll put them back together so you can see how I do that, I guess, too. So all right, so I'll meet you at the paste paint booth in 1/2 of a second. Okay guys, here we are at the paint booth. I got some white mixed up, and we're just going to put a little in here. And turn the fan on. So we're just going to do a quick paint on the pointer finger here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Nice and white. Okay, so I'm done painting. There's paint in the cup. A paper towel. I'm just going to empty the rest of that paint into the cup. Give that a wipe. Clean that out some. There's still paint in there. You can see down in the bottom. And I just keep filling this bottle up here with lacquer thinner. That's all I use when I'm cleaning my airbrushes. So I'll just put some thinner in there, a couple shots of white or thinner through it. Then I'll take the whole nozzle assembly, push down on the air, and just turn that a little bit, just enough till you see bubbles coming up. And there we go. You see them. Just do that a little bit. Close it back up. I forgot my bottle, empty the old thinner and stuff in, but we'll use a paper towel, clean it with that. Take some more thinner. Just keep pulling back on the trigger some here and there. Run that thinner through it. We're empty. Get a new paper towel. Wipe that cup out. And it's hard to see down in there, but it's super clean. So we will take this one off, and I'll be right back. I'll grab the other airbrush and we'll do that one. Okay guys, we're back, and we've got the Ghad D68. Just put some paint on there. And we're just gonna shoot some paint on this body, just to use some of the white up. Still got quite a bit in there, left yet, so we'll spray some more on it. God, this thing sprays so good. Love this airbrush. Alright, we're pretty good there. About empty. So we'll just empty the rest, whatever's left in there, which isn't nothing. Good. Squirt the rest out. And just give it a little wipe. Get whatever's in that cup out of there, most of it. And we'll drop some thinner in there. I mean, you can put about that much. It's about good enough. A couple quick sprays. Just pull it back till you get air. Turn the whole nozzle assembly so you start getting bubbles. There they go. So that's just backwashing the paint and stuff out of here. And it kind of, oops, I did a little too much there. A little too much. I think I got it out of the camera. That's alright. So, wipe that out again. Squirt out that rest of that crap in there. Some more thinner. And, oh, hold on guys. Okay. Spray that out. You can swish it around in there, you know, help clean the cup a little more, but there we go. We're all done with that. Another wipe. And the cup is clean. There's a little bit of residue in there, but I mean, you can always put some more thinner in there. Squirt it on the sides, whatnot. And give it another wipe. And probably me using this paper towel's got white paint on it, so it puts it back in there. But as you can see, it's pretty clean. And these airbrushes clean really nice, so it's awesome. So let me wipe the camera off from the thinner and the paint, and we'll meet you back at the bench with the airbrushes to do a tear down and clean and maintenance. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back, and we're gonna break this airbrush down and do a little bit of cleaning because it's pretty clean, and get it lubed up where I like to have the I like to have them run smooth. So that's just why I do it. It's just a thing I do. I'll try to go slow at this so everybody can see. When I go to break it down, I just unloosen the lock nut here, pull the needle back a little, and then I take off the caps. And I do the front one first. Then I'll do the one with the nozzle in it. And there it goes. And just look at this even now. How clean those are after what I just did. After spraying and then cleaning. And they're just, I mean, they're clean. Which is awesome. Let's start with this real quick, the cap. Very simple to do this. Some thinner on your Q-tip thing. Just run it in there. And you're basically done. You know, you can use another dry one. We'll use a dry one. Just kind of wipe it out, but super clean. Super, super clean. So I like to pull the needle from the front. And the reason why I do that is because inside here there's a kind of like a seal. You can take it out, but I don't recommend it. Plus you got to have a special tool really to do it. But I always pull the needles from the front. And you can see there's a little bit of paint and stuff on there. But if you pull the needle from the back, all that's going to be caught up against that seal. Which, after you get this off, the needle chucking guide off, I'll show you that there's seal in there. There we go. Trigger. Okay. So hopefully you can see that in there. A brass, looks like a brass screw way down in there. Okay, I'll probably do that, but straight in there where the needle goes through. And when you pull the needle out with all the paint on there, it goes on the other side of it. Kind of sticks in there. Remove this cup. So, I mean, you can see it's, I wish I had better light. I'm going to have to do something about the lighting. Yeah, darn it. Well, it's really clean in there. And I do still use Q-tip with some thinner. And I only do this when I do a complete breakdown. If you're not using your airbrush every day, like I do pretty much almost every day, so I don't do a breakdown except for maybe once every couple weeks. So that's really nice and clean in here. So that's pretty much all I'll do for cleaning. I mean, it's, you know, I'll clean the needle, and that I just kind of get some thinner, just real carefully wipe the whole needle off. Just be careful of that tip. You don't want to get it caught on that or break it, bend it, and pull away from you when you're wiping it down. And that's all I'll do for the needle. So the other thing I'll do is now I'm to the point where I'm going to start lubing up some of the areas. So the nozzle cap and nozzle, we can put that right back in. End cap on there. Okay. So this is a lever guide, and it goes in a certain way, which is that way. You always want the, you know, this part here to hit the lever. So when my needle's in, or when your main lever is in there, I like to have lube on here just so that slides on there real nice and smooth. Just a thing I've always done in 35 years, 34 years of airbrushing. And you don't need a lot. I just put a little bit on there. Oh, that's a new tube. Gotta cut that off. So I just put a little bit on there. And just kind of do it with your finger. I also do this, the bottom of that trigger. Why, I don't know. Just I've always done it. Okay, so another good thing to do too, if your airbrush is dirty, like you can see the spots on there, I'll get a little bit of thinner, just wipe the whole brush down. When I'm done cleaning, I'll really give it a nice clean, make it shine again like it's new. But we're just doing a quick cleaning here. Quick maintenance. All right, so let's see, what side did I do? Yeah, that side. Okay, so we'll drop this back in. Just make sure you get it lined up good. It's hard to see going through the camera. Hold on a minute, guys, I can't see it. Get some light. Okay, there, trigger's back in. And I can tell just by doing this that little bit of lube on there kind of helps. Maybe it's just me, it's in my head. I don't know. But we'll find out. So you got your spring there, your needle chucking guide, your spring, and your spring case. So with this one, I just used some tweezers to drop that in and turn it. There we go. And on your needle chucking guide, you'll notice that it's like squared off kind of on both sides. So you want that to go straight into that little slot on your lever guide. So there it is, and you'll feel it going there. So spring. Now this here, I don't hand tighten it in there, but I go as far as it'll go till it's tight. Not tight, but snug. And you'll feel it'll stop. So right about there it stopped. And I didn't tighten it, but I go a full turn after it's there. That's all I do for that part. So yeah, that feels good. So the needle, I only put a little bit of lube on the needle. And if you hold your needle here, you'll know that that O-ring thing in there is about in this area. So I only put lube from like there, right in this area here. And that's it. Just put a little on there. Just kind of wipe that. And I'll just wipe that right off. And we can set our needle back in. And you don't want to do it too hard, you just want it to snug. So right like that. Just double check it. awesome. So much nicer. I mean, I could tell a difference, and I did that. I think it was after the review I did on this. Broke it down, cleaned it, and lubed it up into certain areas there. So it's been a while since I did it. And just put that back on, and good to go. So that was the Ghad D39, and also I cleaned the threads off on the cup, paint pot cup, whatever. You don't have to do a massive good job, but you definitely want paint off of there so it doesn't affect your threads. Just wipe it off. And you see there's some paint left on the cup. I'll clean that up later. There we go. Now it feels like brand new again. So, all right, let me get some of this cleaned up here. I'll get this off the bench, and we will do the Ghad D68. So I'll be right back.